where we get together, we talk about what we're grateful for. What are we grateful for right now? And then what's our intention for this week? So I'm grateful for each of you. If you are walking in, coming in, tuning in right now, if you would please like this video and put in the comments, what are you grateful for right this minute? Right this minute, what are you grateful for? And I was just giggling to myself because I was upstairs. I was charging my phone so I wouldn't have to worry about it being not charged. And I am so grateful that I can be happy about goofy things. Like I was really happy about I was walking down the stairs and I'm like, I'm grateful that I haven't fallen down these stairs. I am grateful. Oh, you're on the road. Yes. Oh, physical therapy and lunch, Catherine. Well, I don't think you're here right now, but I'm grateful that you were here and that you said you were what was going on. I appreciate that. Hey, Ninja, I see Shirzad checked in. It's Monday. Hey, look who's here. Kay and Rower in the house. Paul is here. Hooray, Paul. I'm excited you're here. I'm grateful for each of you. And I'm grateful to be out on my porch today. I'm here in Sussex County, New Jersey, otherwise known as God's country. And I'm really glad to be here. I'm also laughing because I'm grateful that I'm an early bird. And I'm grateful that I literally was like saying to myself, why am I so tired? It's only 12:30. Well, Julie, you've been at your desk or around your desk or thinking about work or working in some form or fashion since 5:30 this morning. So if most people start work, if they're working at 8:30 in the morning, and then they get tired at about 3:30. So you're right on schedule for feeling tired. So I'm grateful. Hi, Cheryl. Thank you for supporting on your lunch. I really appreciate that. I know that all of y'all could be doing pretty much anything else, but you chose to be here, whether you're live or on replay, and I do appreciate that. I'm also grateful that Monday is a chance for us to all start fresh. Monday has been my favorite day of the week for years, and it's for precisely that reason. No matter what my circumstance was, Monday was always a chance to say, hey, do overtime. If things have been lousy, guess what? I'm here, I'm alive, I'm healthy-ish. I am healthy, actually. I say ish because I do have I have a chronic disease, but I don't let that stop me. So, yay lungs. Yay lungs with clean air. So I'm really grateful that I'm in a place that is good for me. It is beautiful weather. A little bit chilly. It looks like that tree is growing out of the top of my head. Which tree is that? I think that's my dog, the dogwood tree in the yard. I'm grateful that the trees are starting to flower here. The leaves are coming up, which is so exciting. Yeah, sunny week. I'm all about that. I hope it's sunny on Saturday, Kay and Row. I really hope it's sunny on Saturday. This week is spring break week for students here at High Point Regional High School, where I used to work. And it's also spring break for a certain grandbaby. So I'm going to be with grandbaby for a lot of the week. So, and I'm grateful that I can do that because not all people can do that. That is a big luxury. It's a big luxury to be able to spend time with the grandchild and help out her parents. When I was raising my kids, I wish so much that my parents were closer. And I wish so much that my parents got to know my kids in a really deep way. And it never happened as much as I would like. So I'm grateful for that. Okay, so Paul's grateful her ENT had a cancellation. Yay! I love it when that happens. You can get in. That's fantastic. Buddy's grateful for beautiful weather. Yes, sunshiny stuff. Lunchtime. Catherine saying hi, hi, hi. People saying hi to Ninj. Hi, Ninj. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What are we all grateful for? What are we happy about? What's making our spirits higher? Cheryl said she's here supporting on lunch. I'm grateful for Cheryl. Speaking of jumping, I think of her rebounding. So far, Saturday's looking good. Fantastic. I'm looking really forward to Saturday. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to this afternoon since I've been working so hard. I'm going to go out for my walk in a little bit. And I'm very excited because I think I'm going to go to High Point State Park and walk on the AT a little bit. Yay! I'm going to do another poem writing session. That was so fun. I'm so grateful that I decided to do that on Saturday. And I'm going to do it again today. Writing and poetry together. Writing, walking, poetry, AT, what could be better? Maybe I'll actually go by the Meshapakong shelter because then I can literally like sit on the writing throne. Maybe I'll write an homage to the writing throne. Maybe I'll go on the Irish Trail, swing around the AT, and then go up to the Mashapakong. That's a brilliant idea, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So you know it'll be absolutely gorgeous up there. I think that might be the winner. Ding, ding, ding. I'm grateful that I thought of that, and I probably would not have thought of that except that I'm here with all of you. And that's what happens when you get together in community and you see a wider picture. You talk to people doing different things. All of a sudden, things come up that you might not have thought about on your own. Yay! I love that. I love that. It's so fun to be so close to the AT, I tell you. I'm so close to the AT. I think that I have definitely leaned into that since I've been here. And the reason to go to Mashapakong shelter instead of right down the street here is the accessibility of tables. But the writing throne, I have not visited the writing throne this spring. Well, spring just started, so that would be fun. Hey, Shirzad, good to see you. I'm glad you popped in. And yeah, speaking of walking, both Ninj and Mrs. Paula are doing the walking challenge with, could you put, I can never remember what her name is. I know and Sophie. For the beginning part. Shirzad, I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for asking. I'm very happy to be outside on my porch today. But they're doing a walking challenge, so that's really thrilling to see that you're on day 6 and you're doing well. And y'all are out there. We've been seeing your videos of you walking out there, which is exciting. And yeah, so I think that I'll go with that. So now you all know, you can all think of me out there on the writing throne, and I'll be taking video and trying to get some more fun cinematic perspectives. That'll be really fun. And I don't have it with me. I'll bring my my bendable leg tripod, which helps me get some really cool angles and shots, because I can put it in trees. I can, you know, it's very flexible. It's more flexible than I am. So I'll bring that. Anyway, Q is her name. Okay, thank you so much, Cheryl. I always want to, I mean, I follow her. I've been on her lives and Q. Okay, so Q. She's leading this 30-day walking challenge, which is really cool. So I'm glad that so many people are doing that. Oh, 60 plus and Sophie's walking challenge. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Paula. Mrs. Paula has her trekking poles, and she's out there overcoming groundhog holes and walking with her coach Rambo and all that. And Ninja's out there seeing lots of cows and wildlife on the country roads of Alabama. I mean, it's fun stuff to see. It's really fun stuff to see. So it's inspiring to see you all doing the same. So anything else you're grateful for? We're 8 minutes in. Any more gratitudes? I'm grateful for the chance to start fresh. Grateful for a chance to start fresh. Also, I'm in a new challenge for old ladies with, what are they called? They're called the Ethels with AARP, and the Ethels have this challenge group for spring. And so they started out with trying a new something to drink. So I have some new teas that my friend sent me. Actually, she gave to me on my birthday. My birthday's in January. I'm just unpacking my birthday gifts. So my friend gave me, and she watches this channel sometimes. So Cindy, hey, I'm finally going to try your tea. So I'm going to try tea. She gave me a really cute teacup and tea, and so I'm going to drink that for the challenge. And I'm going to reach out to an old friend. I'm like, have these Ethels been hanging out in my content? Because I think most of you know, who've been watching my videos, know that I've been doing that, meeting with old friends. And my video that came out today was specifically about meeting with one of my dear friends from high school, well, from elementary school, middle school. That's another part of the challenge. The third part of the challenge is a gratitude journal. And, you know, for someone like me, I feel like I've been doing gratitude. I've been doing gratitude a long time, actually having a practice with journaling, but using gratitudes in all kinds of ways. And one thing I'll confess here that you might not know. Hey, Judith. Y'all might not know this, but I used to be really cynical about gratitude. I was really cynical about gratitude. I thought that people who talked about the attitude of gratitude were a bunch of phonies. So thank you, Kane Rowe. Oh, here, let me, as long as I'm sitting close to the phone, I can actually see it. I'm going to add Judith as a moderator. So now if you haven't met Judith yet, she's a great friend, very wonderful follower. I cannot believe this, Mrs. Paula. Let's see. How did Mrs. Paula not get to be a moderator? Maybe you quit being a moderator. I don't know. Hey, Mike, so good to see you. Welcome. So good to see people popping in. If you would like to know what you're grateful for, because I was just confessing that I used to be kind of not so positive about moderators. I want to show you all something I'm grateful for, but it's kind of going to be featured in my video. It's my Good Morning Love video that's coming out. Oh, okay. Ninja says, grateful to be traveling on Wednesday. Hooray. That's exciting. Traveling is always exciting for me. And Mike, you're feeling better. I'm trusting you're feeling better. It seems like it. Your live that you did with the Lightning McQueen car made me think that you were feeling better. It was good to see you creating and building. That's very exciting. Grateful for the sun that's peeking out and that your daughter was there for Easter. So when the sun is peeking out in Canada, that's probably different than the sun peeking out here, even in the place close to the highest point in all of New Jersey, in the US. So, okay, we are going to, let's get up and walk a little bit. Let's get up and walk for a second. I just want to show you because I'm really excited about this. So I'm grateful for my porch. I'm grateful for my otters. I'm grateful that when I go to South Jersey, I might actually see river otters because there are river otters near where my daughter lives. Okay, so look here. Look. Look at all that yellow. I am grateful for forsythias. I tell you, I love forsythias. And I didn't get to experience them when I lived in California because we did not have forsythias in California. And I don't know if you'll be able to see this. We're just doing a porch tour, even though it's not Friday on the porch. Okay, so here, you can't see it, but the trees, especially the maple here, this is a red maple. Yeah, it looks kind of red right here. They are leafing. The trees are leafing. And that is so very exciting. So there's your little porch tour for the day. I'm grateful to take you all on a porch tour. You have some forsythia blooming too? I'm thinking of picking some forsythia. There's some in the parking lot that I found yesterday, the church parking lot. And I'm going to trim some forsythia and start a bit of a new nature journal for the spring. Hey, Plainola, good to see you. Well, I'm glad that you're saying hi, Plainola. You're such a good follower, such a good subscriber. I snuck into Instagram language. So I'm grateful for the few seconds. I'm grateful for the few seconds you have too. It's great to see you. Oh my goodness. And here's Catherine coming in. And Catherine says she's grateful she doesn't have to go to PT much longer. Not so much physical therapy much longer. That's good. I love physical therapy, actually. I'm a big believer. So it's good that you got to go. My sister, I'm grateful my sister's health is doing amazingly. And I'm also grateful and jealous that my family was all together. Like so many of my family members were together this last week. I feel so left out. My California family, as in my children and their partners, boyfriends, girlfriends, were all together this weekend. And I got recaps from everyone, but it's not the same. And my brother, with his side-by-side, took both my cousin and her grandson, who I was house sitting for, took them out in the side-by-side. And Darcy, my cousin, got to go out to a desert bar set up. They don't actually have bar out there. I mean, they don't have alcohol, but they were joking about sarsaparilla, and it was just really, they were together. And then I found out that my sister, who was so badly injured and is recuperating, has been recuperating for 6 months. She got together with my youngest brother's widow and their 2 children. I'm like, well, I'm here. Well, yesterday was Easter Sunday, and the choir director said, so Julie, what are you doing today? And I'm like, I'm doing absolutely nothing. But she invited me to her house, so that was really nice. I did have an invitation, so. All right, let's see. I love seeing everybody. CL is here. Hi, CL. It's so good to see you. Welcome. Remember, if you'd like to say what you're grateful for, put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. I don't know what this is about. So glad to see everybody, and I love when you all chat with each other because that takes some of the pressure off of me. Is there anything blooming where you are that I haven't mentioned? It says 11/11. Make a wish. 11, 11, 9 and 11. Don't make a wish. You can still make wishes. Is there anything blooming in your neighborhood that I have the forsythia. I also have, what are they? I can't believe I forgot the name. Daffodils, crocuses. What's that really pretty one that smells so good? It's blue. Anyway, those. The leaves, magnolias. Nothing is blooming there, Judith. Oh, yeah. See, what's really fun, I will say is really fun for me is when I was in California, I saw things bloom there for spring in February. And then when I visited my daughter when she was in Massachusetts, I would get the spring during spring break. And that's really fun. Your husband's orchids are blooming. That's amazing. Yesterday at church, we had tulips. We had hyacinths. That's what I was thinking of. My brain kept saying hydrangeas, and I knew they weren't hydrangeas. They were hyacinths. They smell so good. They smell so good. I'm grateful for all of the flowers. I'm grateful for the orchids. That just sounds so amazing. And I am grateful that there are flower farms near here in Sussex County. I mean, I have a flower farm literally right down the street that way. And one of my friends works there, and I'm just so grateful because I love all the activities. There's so many flower farming activities all up and down the state of New Jersey, because New Jersey is such a cool place. Y'all should come visit. Cherry trees are blooming. Yes, I've seen some of those. In South Jersey. So Catherine, you all will like this. Where Catherine lives, there is this big park in Bridgeton. She actually lives in Hopewell Township. But there is a trail that goes like literally 2 blocks from her house, and it wraps all back through Bridgeton. It's just amazing. So I'm going to start doing that trail too. So I'll stop complaining about not being close to my beloved Appalachian Trail this way, and this way, because I've been completely spoiled for the last few years. Yeah, Judith, you would if you could. Yeah. Oh, yeah, in Minnesota. Yeah, Mike, in Minnesota, it's very wintry. Just like in Canada, still very, very, very wintry. After living in California for so many decades, even in areas that are cooler, Bakersfield is not like Dana Point. Dana Point is pretty much beautiful all year long. It is ridiculous. There's so little change. It's always about 75 degrees, not humid, just beautiful. Sunshiny. There is more rain in Southern California than Central, where I was living, but the winters are definitely like you blink and you miss it. So yeah, some of you people. Oh, I did take y'all to the flower farm. There is some visual evidence of the flower farm. I think I made it. I know it. I'll have to look it up because I know I did that last summer, because I had this big argument with myself because I was going by myself to a flower arranging class and flower picking and all this stuff. And because I remember Kay and Ro saying, good job for getting out there. These are the things I remember. I don't remember the video, but I remember the kind words. But I did get out and I did make a really pretty bouquet. And I was wearing shorts. And I remember, like, I'm wearing shorts. My legs are so white. One of my, I don't want to get any visual evidence of this monstrosity. But there's a lady, the same place where I made the wreaths during Vlogmas, that's where I made the flower arrangement. That was beautiful. So rode in a it was a tractor, you're behind a tractor. So yeah, I love all the outdoor agricultural stuff. It's really a lot of fun. Oh, another Minnesotan. Okay, Mike, somehow I didn't know you're from St. Cloud. There's a song about St. Cloud that Trisha Yearwood sang that was really pretty that I used to sing along to. I don't know the title of it, but I just remember. I really like Trisha Yearwood. Yes, country music. Country music is good. We have Minnesotans, we have Canadians, we have people from the southern U.S., Arkansas and Alabama. We have Jersey people. We love everyone around here. We have Tennessee in the house. Yeah. We have Cheryl. I don't know how I don't know where you are, Cheryl, but wherever you are, I'm sure it's a fantastic place. One of the things that Cheryl has, if you haven't watched Rebounding with Cheryl's videos much, she has a sign that says Rebounding with Cheryl. And because I am now styling my space, I'd love to get some signage in there. So I'm like, I wonder where Cheryl got that from. I'll reach out to Cheryl and see where you got that. You don't have to tell me now. I know you're in your lunch. So, all right. The next thing we do here, we talk about gratitude and intention. Do any of you have any intentions for this week? Whether it is something you want to do, something you want. Did I get lost? Okay. Let's see if I'm still here. Am I still here? I flipped away for a second. It looks like I'm still here. Oh, Boynton Beach, Florida. I had a friend that just moved from Boynton Beach, Florida. Ciel, are you from Florida too? Gosh, Cheryl, I wish that you could have met my friend Sheila. She's moved away from Boynton Beach, but she loved it there. I'll try to remember the place that she always went to. She would always go walking. Okay, so I think I might be getting confused with Texas, but Wakotahachie, is that in Texas? Where my son-in-law's from? Wakotahachie. Why am I thinking of that name? If that's familiar to anyone. So what's your intention for this week? Northwest Florida near Alabama. See how you are. Okay, that's cool. Are you anywhere near Pensacola? And again, I've said so many times that my foster daughter lived in a little town near Destin, which is, I flew into Pensacola to go see her and spend time with her. And when I was before I caught my flight, I drove into Alabama so that I could say that I could. And I was probably 5 minutes over the border, so. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one, Judith. Judith says, my intention is to get out of my head and film a video. I hope you do. It feels so good. It feels so good to do that. Mrs. Paula says, my intention is to keep up with the walking challenge and to stop letting veggies rot in your fridge. That's a great goal. Great intention, Mrs. Paula. Pensacola. Okay, cool. That's wonderful. My intention is to stay patient, to have a good attitude more than a not good attitude, and to keep moving forward with my decluttering a lot, and sorting things out, deciding what I want to keep and deciding what I want to let go. So I also, some of you know, I'm doing an April poetry writing challenge, so I do want to keep up with that. And as I also said, I'm doing a challenge with a bunch of old ladies in AARP called the Ethels. And it's a really cool, AARP is such a cool organization, but the Ethel Circle is, they have a Facebook group, and they have the Ethel's Circle Challenge, which is for people like us who are really excited to keep doing things, to keep challenging ourselves, to keep moving forward, to continue to live life to the fullest. Lots of intentions, meaning if you were for a hike tomorrow, that is so exciting. I always look forward to Wednesdays at 5 when Kay and Rose videos come out. Getting mulch for the yard, ordering new garage doors, mulch. If you don't know, Kay and Rose have an amazing yard, so that's exciting to hear. All that good spring stuff. That's exciting about the hike. I'm really thrilled. But I get excited. I just love seeing all the content everybody's making. Oh, hello, Sienna. Nice to see you. And decluttering can be, it's like, it can be challenging. And I feel like I've been decluttering for the majority of the last 4 years because I helped my mom clean out her house. And at the end, I was just like, nobody wants this, nobody wants this, nobody wants this. And one of the things they say is your kids don't want your stuff. So don't hold on to your stuff for other people. Don't do it. Just don't do it. One of the things that I saved was these Bibles, family Bibles from like the 1800s. And I gave them to my daughter as a pastor, for goodness sake. And she was like, they're much better. I think the millennials, the Gen Zers are much better. Just, they're not as sentimental as we are. Your intention is to spoil your puppy. That's a good thing. Spoil that puppy. I do not want to spoil my grandbaby, because if I spoil my grandbaby, there's hell to pay. And I'm not going to spoil my granddog, because my granddog loves me. That, in other words, grand dog is my daughter's dog. And that dog, when I show up, he's just like, his whole body wags, not just his tail, but his entire body wags. And my son-in-law always says, oh, here's Cooper's favorite person. I don't know what I did to deserve this honor of this dog loving me so much. But I was saying, since I pet sit, since I dog sit, dogs just know that I like them. That's a good thing. Okay, we have 5 more minutes to chat, to think about things. The other good thing is if you're watching live and you can't think what your intention is, you can always come back and comment on the replay. And I'll be back in the chat down there. I'll be in the comment section to see what you're up to and kind of hold that energy. Just hold that energy for what you're hoping, what you're intending, that sort of thing. So my intention is stay peaceful, keep up with things, continue to declutter. Yeah. And I really want to do more poem, walk, outdoor stuff, because that really feeds my soul. So, yeah, and I think that today's plan that I came up on this live was really brilliant. So thank you for all of that collaboration, which helped to make that happen. I have a list down here of things I want to be sure to cover. Okay, the weekly reset, chance to start fresh. Yeah, gratitude for gratitude for the everyday stuff. Sometimes we feel like we have to have these really huge gratitudes, and yet it's what I call everyday gratitude that really will make a difference in the long run. So gratitude that I have purple legal pads. I mean, remember when we only had legal pads in yellow? Makes my happy self, because we all know, well, you may or may not know I love purple. And that's just an everyday thing. I'm grateful that I have plenty of pencils and pens that I can write all the time if I want to. I'm grateful for that. I'm also grateful that I know the value of writing with a pen and paper, not only on the screens. That's really good. Yeah, yay, purple, Cheryl. I love that. I am grateful that, again, a plant, I don't know what its name is, that is getting ready to blossom. That is so exciting. The branches are just lifting up, and I can see them at my office window, and I was like, yay, yay. Last year I didn't know if I would be here for another blossom season of those. So I feel I'm more aware of it. So, oh, that's so nice to say. Ninja's grateful for his YouTube friends. And that's very exciting. It is. I tell you, I've met more cool people on YouTube. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I live near church bells. They don't ring on every 25 minutes. Every 15 minutes. I love when bells ring every 15 minutes. I know it might annoy some people, but I just love it. It's 1 o'clock here on the East Coast. Yes, hallelujah for the bells. Yes, so grateful for the bells. And I'm so grateful for each and all of you. I must have been late. Yeah, I was late because I was upstairs. I was upstairs to get my phone, which was charging. I'm grateful that in South Jersey, I have to go up and down the stairs constantly throughout the day. And what I realized, here I had been going up and down 3 or 4 times. There, I go up and down the stairs probably 15 times a day, I'm guessing at least. And so when I'm here, I've started going up and down the stairs more, because I feel like that's just such nice, simple exercise and consistent strengthening of the legs. So look at all that love that's being spread in the chat. So CL saying, I love when the Blue Angels practiced over your house. That must have been really cool. We have some CL complimenting Ninja, saying, you're so sweet. Cheryl saying, hallelujah for the bells. Ninja again, thanking for YouTube friends. A lot of agreement going on. Okay. All right. Well, I am thrilled that you're all here. I'm thrilled to hear each of your voices in print here on the chat. And I am grateful to say that we'll be back here again next Monday at this very location. And then after that, I'll be house sitting again. But where I'll be house sitting has, yeah, they have great Wi-Fi. That's all that matters. And they also have a really pretty yard. So we are bound to see some very pretty yard shots and perhaps their dog as well. So I'm excited to be there at that home with all of you in 2 weeks, but next week I'll still be here. Yes, they are. Paula, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you all. I'm so appreciative of your presence. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll be back Thursday at 4:30 with poetry, and then Friday at 9 for coffee and conversations on the porch. And I'll be on a different porch this week on Friday, and I'm thrilled that I will be there. All right, let's all do the best we can. Take good care.